Finished with 381 yards in the air and those 5 touchdown passes. Culpepper threw for 78 yards and was intercepted 3 times. And afterwards, Giants linebacker Jesse Armstead really talked about a prediction that he made about the NFC Championship game.
It didn't turn out the way I wanted. Well, it turned out even better. Let's go Giants 31, Minnesota 17 before the thing ever started. You know what? One thing about the whole situation, it was a 0 on the other side and extra more points on this side.
They're living a dream right now, but it's reality, and they've set the goals, and they got great focus right now, and I'm just excited that we're going to the Super Bowl. I think we shocked a lot of people, but we didn't shock ourselves.
I'm just proud of being in this locker room with these guys, more than anything. The relationships here, the kind of people we've gotten here, the way we play football, man, we play hard. We get after it for 60 minutes, and regardless of the situation. And I'm real proud to be a part of this team.
And once again, the 3 of us on this side of the room picked the Vikings, while the person with the most experience and knows what he's talking about, obviously. Why did you pick the Giants?
Well, first, I should probably get that Matt Millen job.
Yeah. That's right.
I picked the Giants for a number of reasons, and I seen Minnesota for several years now, and in being in that division, I got an opportunity to look at them up close. The thing that I liked and most impressed with was the Giant cornerbacks. You got Dave Thomas, you got Jason Sehorn, big guys that could be physical with those Minnesota Vikings wide receivers. Not only that, and then when you look at from an offensive standpoint with the New York Giants, you look at Kerry Collins and the things that he was able to do 4 years ago in leading the team like the Carolina Panthers into an NFC title game. Now he comes back and he leads the G-Man.
It's a lot of us were just amazed about Randy Moss and Chris Carter, but you brought us some very interesting points about how their reputation does a lot for them on the field, but it didn't affect the Giants today.
No, because I think that when you look at a reputation, it's just like any other great player, any other sport. When you look at reputation, that's the first thing that happens is you got a guy beat right then and there. But Jason Sehorn and Dave Thomas were not afraid of those guys today. They went out there to prove a point, and they got the job done.
Vinny, we all thought that Dante Culpepper was going to be able to prove a couple of points today, but he was totally ineffective.
Well, Dante Culpepper is the warrior on this team. I think, the whole game he was trying to do something to generate some offense for his team, but you can only do what you're given to work with. And I think a lot of the fault belongs to the preparation of this game, and I give Fossil a lot of credit for having the ingenuity to put his offense to make plays and putting them in position to defeat the Vikings. And I think Denny Green just fell short here in the playoffs, and he's done that in the past, and this, we obviously are all surprised that they didn't play better today. When Chris Carter catches 1 ball, Randy Moss catches 2 passes. I mean, this is a team that is explosive, can create a lot of points, and here today they were just ineffective.
And now, Steve, Minnesota just can't seem to get over the hump. Once again, frustrated going to the big one.
41-0. Are you kidding me? The Viking corners have got to be the worst in the league. Remember last year when the Vikings lost to the Rams in the playoffs, first play, boom, touchdown? The Giants said, look, we have a quarterback, and Keyshawn talked about this, that is one of the top quarterbacks in the league. He can throw the football. We just never give him the opportunity because we run the ball so effectively. Why run the ball against the Vikings when you can throw the ball all day? The Vikings made no adjustments. They didn't blitz. They didn't really put any pressure on Kerry Collins. And if you give a quality quarterback time to throw the ball, and obviously he's got some pretty good wide receivers on this team, he's going to complete passes. The Giants came in with a brilliant game plan. The Vikings did nothing to adjust. You can't wait till halftime when it's 34-0 because the game was over. Denny Green wins a lot of games. But guys, he's been eliminated in the playoffs 8 times without getting to the big show.
Frustration again for the Minnesota Vikings. No, you don't want to run a football franchise right now. 2 reasons. Number one, you're a great receiver. We want to see you in the Super Bowl one day real soon. The other, if you took it now, you'd be taking a cut in salary, even though Millen makes about $2.5 million a year. Without a doubt, it's a day to celebrate in the Big Apple as the Giants secure their first NFC championship in 10 years. Brett joins us one more time on all this fever that's going on back in the Big Apple. Brett?
Well, the Giants' blowout victory may come as a surprise to many of us, but it didn't surprise late-night talk show giant David Letterman. He's been on the Giants bandwagon for, about a week. And in honor of the G-Men, he gave us his top signs that New York has football fever. Here's a sample.
Number 10, subways used to smell like urine, now smell like urine and Gatorade. Statue of Liberty's head replaced by giant copper head of Deerdorf. Is that a good idea? In honor of Super Bowl, goodbye XXX theaters. Triple X theaters, hello XXX5 theater. For a couple of weeks, it's not a living nightmare to be named Ben Gay. And the number 1 sign in New York is football fever. After sex with your wife, John Madden uses Telestrator to show you what you did wrong. There you go.
Oh, and by the way, is this statement, there's no way the Raiders can lose this game, is that comparable to there's no way that Al Del Greco could have 2 bad games in a row against the Ravens?
Clearly. Yeah.
Wasn't somebody saying that around here?
Are you trying to get back at me, bro? I was brilliant on my predictions, but
You are the Minnesota Vikings of prognosticators.
I am the Denny Green of predictors.
That's
exactly.
right. During the regular
season, good. Playoffs, no.
Belly up.
You two should get married the way you argue around here. Oh, but Keyshawn wanted us to remind everyone, the Buccaneers put 41 points on the board against the Minnesota Vikings earlier this year, too. There's much more to come here on this Sports Central Sunday edition, Championship Sunday. We'll be back with more in just a couple of moments. You just saw it live right here on CBS 2. The Baltimore Ravens making an improbable Super Bowl pairing. They beat the Raiders 16-3 in the AFC Championship game to set up a date in 2 weeks in Tampa with the New York Giants in Super Bowl 35. The Raiders had only lost in Oakland once this year, but home field advantage didn't pay off for them today. Right now, we want to go back live up to Oakland, where the owner of the Baltimore Ravens, Mr. Art Modell, is speaking to the media.
And he and his staff are the architects of this team, nobody else. Yes, I said thank you.
Mr. Modell, did you ever have questions about whether this day would come, or did you always, are you an eternal optimist and always felt it would?
Well, what competition makes you do is believe in tomorrow. You're always hoping for a better day. They used to say that about the Brooklyn Dodgers. Wait till next year. They said that for 40 years. And you're always looking to make it better thing for yourself in due course. And I knew that somehow, some way, we were going to get it done. And I said to Brian Billick Friday, I said, I think I'm going to see you when we accept the trophy after the game on Sunday. But if we don't, I want to thank you for a great year, and we'll be better next year.
And one of the nice things there by Mr. Modell earlier that we heard him talking about, he was thanking everyone in Baltimore, and he also thanked everyone in Cleveland for all of their support. So maybe that will ease the pain of the fans not liking him for taking that team out of Cleveland a few years ago. Now, what do Raider fans here in Los Angeles think of today's loss? Let's go to Tanya Mimi right now, who's live in Santa Monica, and find out. Tanya?
I'm Tanya with the fan cam. Now, what happened to the silver and black attack? I think they got smothered by the Baltimore defense. Come on, you Ravens. But the ever-so-faithful Raiders fans will never lose faith in their team. I love the Raiders. They're going to go all the way. Beautiful tattoo. It has been a long time since the Raiders made it to the AFC Championship game, and on my way to the promenade to Yankee Doodles, I mean, I wasn't going to go there by myself. Did you see this whole crazy costume thing that's going on with these guys? So I had to bring along with me a vicious, ferocious protector. Right, Ray? Ray? Ray?
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the Raiders out? Who let the dogs out?
You know, I just hate the Raiders.
What?
I hate the Raiders. Raiders suck.
No! Ray! Ray! I know. How excited are you that the Raiders are in the AFC Championship game?
Oh, we're going to win.
You think so?
I know so.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know what? It's not over till Milli Vanilli sings.
They don't sing. They're going to come back and you think they're going to make it?
Oh, yeah. I think we're going to come back, you know. I mean, we've come back in a lot of games. We came back against Indianapolis. I think we're definitely going to come back.
Okay.
Our defense is playing tough, but, you know, with our home crowd, I think we're going to be fine.
Well, maybe next time. Okay. Hey, how's the chicken doing? He's angry. Okay, now, Jim, you didn't get back to me about the whole Tampa trip, okay? Now, come on, we're ready. How about it? Come on.
Tanya, Super Bowl 35 will be played in 2 weeks from today right here on